Hey guys, my name is Alex. In this episode I'm going to cook a dish from one of my favorite cuisines. I have worked on my fair share of Italian restaurants and this soup is just too good to pass on. Today we're going to be cooking minestrone. This soup is not only delicious but it's very filling. Let me show you how to make it. So, here is what you're going to need. It's a slight deviation from the recipe I was originally given, but the fundamentals are the same. This is crucial. Remember to cut out the core of the Savoy cabbage. If you don't, the cabbage will be too crunchy. First thing you will want to do, if you have whole tomatoes, crush them. I prefer to do it with my clean hands rather than the blender. The seeds stay intact and don't release as much of the bitterness. After, use extra virgin olive oil and gently sweat off the onions for about 3 minutes. When the time is up, throw in carrots and celery. This creates what is known as a sofrito. Just ignore the Swede. This was a rather bold experiment because I put the potatoes in as well. Turned out great though. When all the hard veg is in the pot, let the steam soften it for about 5 minutes. And again, after the time is up, add all your soft veg. We don't want them to be too soft and mushy. Cook it for about 2 minutes. Here is something I've learned. If you want the cabbage crunchier, add it like I did here, or just add it with the hard veg. Regardless, the next step is adding the tomatoes. I don't use tomato paste here because the San Marzano tomatoes are good enough. You can add it, but it would clash with the tomatoes, so I avoid it. Anyway, after everything is in a pot, fill it with water and allow the veg to cook. The best indication for when it's done is whether the potatoes are soft or not. The only thing that's left is the seasoning. I try to stay away from what I generally use, but seasoning is subjective. If the potatoes are indeed soft, add the beans. My selection in the shop is rather limited, but you make do with what you have. Now for the plating here I used bread, but I also like to use orzo pasta. This is entirely up to you. Just as a side note, don't cook the pasta directly in the soup, it's too thick that way. All that's left is to put a couple of ladles into the bowl. Buon appetito! Thank you for watching. Let's continue this trick and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a good one.